Jammu Mojika, but that Decate, Doggerson, saying, Nadi Jorde, there is a Tangazi, Nadi, Achung the drama and child, what a bar, Nadi, young Tanger, but that Decate, Nadi, even better director, Namo, girl, Beda Decate, Jammu Moji, Doggerson to say.
So this Lama Chupa mantra, His Holiness Janggu Chesan says we should recite better Dika, and then also usually we should recite like a Bai or something like that. So in this mantra we should recite Vajra Dika.
Lama Chupa prayers.
We'll do the Lama Chopa prayer on page 21. In English only. Embodiment of all the victorious ones of 10 directions and 3 times, essence of the 5 kayas and 5 wisdoms, your boundless, compassionate activities are all-embracing. Incomparable Guru, at your feet I'd pray. Precious, glorious root Guru, seated on a lotus at my heart, please care for me with kindness and bestow accomplishments of body, speech, and mind. As I make offerings and pray to you, exalted Guru, the source from which all such accomplishments arise, please care for me with love from this day onward and in all my future lives. By visualizing single-pointedly the land arisen from the glory of abundant merit, the blissful pure land and the Buddha of unchanging light, may I cultivate the Pure Land perfectly, and may I be reborn there after passing from this life. A garland of light radiates from the Buddha's heart. From the tips of the rays, the second Buddha, Lord Jigden Sumgun, manifests and then descends, together with his sons. Having gathered accumulations and purified obscurations, may my mind stream be ripened with ease. Perfect guide Ratnashri, within whom the wisdom, love, and power of all the Buddhas of the 3 times are condensed. Single sufficient source of refuge, master and 2 sons. Through supplicating you, may I attain the 2 accomplishments. May the wisdom nectar of your 3 pure secrets wash away all misdeeds, obscurations, and unawareness from my 3 doors. And may my understanding of the boundless fields of knowledge, such as explanation, debate, and composition, be equal to Manjushri's. Now that I have found a precious human body possessing all the qualities of freedom and advantage, and have met the teachings of the flawless practice lineage, please grant your blessings that the awareness of impermanence will swiftly dawn within my mind, and thereby may the 8 worldly concerns collapse. As I am frightened and uncertain as to when the Lord of Death will suddenly appear and strike my fragile life, grant your blessings that I may practice the holy Dharma with fervent diligence, which will surely be of benefit in this and future lives. Grant your blessings that I am able to discern between what I should and should not do according to the prohibitions, such as the 3 kinds of vows taken with the Master, the disciples, and the Yidam, and bless me to know what to do and what to avoid in accordance with the subtle workings of karma, cause and effect. Since beginningless time, I have experienced only suffering in the 6 realms of samsara. Grant your blessings that I may bring forth renunciation with deepest sadness towards this existence. May I strive for liberation. In seeking their own benefit, sentient beings have created evil, suffered greatly, and endured much pain for countless lifetimes in the past. Recognizing them to be my parents, grant your blessings that I may develop compassion and the supreme resolve of bodhicitta. Grant your blessings that my practice of perfectly realized Mahamudra, the unelaborated Dharma sphere, may unify with the accumulation of great merit, generosity, and so forth. Grant your blessings that with the wheel-like weapon of the profound path, I may completely sever the web of samsaric existence, the karmic winds of the conceptual mind. Thereby may I attain in this very life the state of the presiding master of Vajradhara, the powerful lord of the four kayas. Should I not attain supreme accomplishment in this life, may I be born among the foremost disciples of Jigdan Sumkun, boundless light, in the western lotus land called Bliss Endowed. In brief, in all my lifetimes, may I never be parted from the excellent teachings of the peerless Lord Drigumpa Ratnashri. May I be accepted by gurus. May I strive with devotion for the purpose of others and myself. By the compassionate blessings of the three jewels and the victorious ones, through my yearning with intense devotion, and by the power of phenomena's natural state, the infallible truth of cause and result, may our wishes be fulfilled according to this aspiration.
Okay, Dharma Paula.
Now we'll do the Solka practice, a brief offering to the Dharma protectors. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion.
Man lang pam pam tam yen se hong ye na wo long ge bo nung ye me ba ze ge ge ko ve ne ja ba ba so le ja da ma me je ge ka ja da da hong wa om ze le won de de ze go de ge ye zan da wa je oi ge de ze da ba ye ge de ze jang ro.
Page 3. I appear as the Yadam deity. From the seed syllable at my heart emanate Ram, Yam, and Kam. Fire, wind, and water burn, scatter, and wash away the faults and defects of the Torma. Above wind and fire is a hearth of skulls. Above that is a vast and spacious skull filled with the 5 meats and 5 nectars. The 5 meats are marked with Om, Hum, Tam, Hri, and Ah, and the 5 nectars with Mam, Bam, Bam, Pam, and Tam. A wind of hum emerges from the nostrils, blowing, stirring, and lighting the fire, which melts and boils the substances. The defects bubble over, and the pure essence fills the skull to the brim. Above a moon disk lid, hum, ah, and om are stacked one above the other. Lights radiate from these and gather nectar, which merges with the syllables. The 3 syllables and moon disk melt into light and dissolve into the nectar. Thus it transforms into an ocean of wisdom nectar.
Nor la so jong yip da tang, gek lin chan do do je, jin dan tin da ran dun de.
Light radiates from the seed syllable at my heart, inviting the Lama, Yidam, and Dakinis, the protectors and guardians of the Dharma, wealth gods, guardians of the directions, local spirits, obstructing spirits, karmic creditors, and the 6 classes of beings who then gather before me like billowing clouds. According to their ranking order, these guests partake of the torma with light tubes emerging from their vajra tongues, and thus are pleased and satisfied. Nam jur la me je de je de zan je ze da marna maya je ma da dinge la so jar ve la she tho ram ja san hin ke ye dan jen ko de jam zu zo ye ga ro je kha ran kha ye mem thon dik dip so da ne ngo de nam ye zar do so om a ho nam je jam so da Dorje lo bonga se zen je da da ba son ke da ge sam de de ban zu ong a na ma de zen zam ba la ne je na da bo mo mong jin la nga zam ba da re ze la je ya yan je je do ra ma de yan je ge ge ro je ka ran ka je de lom je ba wan zu ong a la la za ga ra ja je da so jang cha so da re sa nga zo che je de ba do ra man
HEGR&GBILamas Barje Sola Tenjen Om Awa Nam Sa Parasan Sobje Yibda Nyumaranena Shebara Yunenda Daga Dabon Karaja Doma HEGR&GBILamas Dandun Chirgandaba Om Awa Girdalon Tenjumba Tenjambo Shango Kayang Chuje Domande HEGR&GBILamas Nusan Shana Pinsan Lincha Sankan Bolong Shankan Danjango Om Awan Dodo Sanjandaya Chuje Doma Jajin HEGR&GBILamas
Ho, please consider me. Ho, please consider me. Ho, please consider me. Glorious Vajra Guardian, Great Black One, and Haruka, Glorious Great Bhairava. By nature you are one with Dharmata. In essence, you are the same within primordial wisdom, and in character you are equal in unhindered activity. Hero who defeats all unfavorable circumstances, you are the foremost Lord of all appearance and existence, and all gods and demons, wrathful local guardian, great leader of activity oppressors, invincible sovereign of radiant splendor. You protect awareness, holding yogins as if they were your own children, and you assess the absorption of oath-bound practitioners. You are endowed with the radiance of peace, the splendor of increasing, and the power of magnetizing activity. You are swift in activities of liberating savage foes and hindrances. Your mighty skill in protecting the teachings is sublime. Powerful Lord with the name, the one endowed, the mighty Vajra. Great warrior God of yogins, please heed me. Please dwell in this holy shrine of enlightened body, speech, and mind of myself, the yogin called Vajra Haruka. Please act to conquer the dread of the four Maras and all obstacles along my path of supreme bliss, whereby I will accomplish unsurpassed awakening. Please cause me to encounter the Samadhi companion that will guide me on the authentic path. Until I attain awakening, help me to never deviate onto mistaken paths with body, speech, and mind, and cause my mind to turn toward freedom and awakening. May all unfavorable circumstances in this world be vanquished. May perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and increase. May God, spirits, and humans be brought under control, and at all times and in every circumstance may enlightened activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As you are the glory and protector of all wandering beings, please perform activities to grant supreme and common cities without obstruction and effortlessly. May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and hindrances with wrong views and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and prevail. Mahri, by the power of your compassion and previous aspirations, Mother Achi Choki Droma, arise from the Dharma sphere and look upon me from the space of primordial wisdom. Miraculously descend upon this activity mandala. Mother Achi, Lady of Nanam, powerful Dharma Tara, Wisdom Tara, Samaya Tara, magnetizing goddess, flesh-eating Karma Dakini, noble lady Tashi Saringma, Meyu Lub Sangma, Tekar Druk Sama, Tengi Shal Sangma, and Chopin Drink Sama. Protectors of the lineage, forefathers, protectors of frightful hermitages, protectors with Samaya who pledged to protect the teachings of the Kagi lineage. Your luminous wisdom never fades, your compassion never withholds, your blessings are never far, and your power is unobstructed. All of you bless us yogis and our retinues through your enlightened body. Bless us through your enlightened speech. Bless us through your enlightened mind. Bless us through your enlightened qualities. Bless us through your enlightened activities. Act so as to conquer adverse circumstances and the dread of the four Maras. Please cause me to encounter the samadhi companion that will guide me on the true path. Thus, until I attain awakening, help me to never deviate onto mistaken paths with body, speech, and mind, but cause my mind to turn toward freedom and awakening. May all unfavorable circumstances in this world be vanquished. May perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and increase. May God, spirits, and humans be brought under control, and at all times and in every circumstance, may enlightened activities be accomplished according to my supplications. As the glory and protector of all wandering beings, please perform activities to grant supreme and common cities without obstruction and effortlessly. May I vanquish all unfavorable circumstances, the enemies and hindrances with wrong views and the like, and may perfect auspiciousness and goodness pervade and prevail. Jaya, Jaya, Siddhi, Siddhi, Pala, Pala.
Dona Santo HEGR&GBILamas Da 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 ye sam je dam je la me zo be zon jo do ba la go che bar che ma le che wa tin tin ma le len je do ban zu je kan ge ye la tin ba dam je de ba ngo do zo ran je ba ye so ma ye ge na je na da ge
Now we'll do Summoning Good Fortune, Zambala, and the Rainfall of Benefit and Happiness text on page 63.
by perfections, ignorance does not exist. Vairocana grant Dharma, Jatu wisdom city, grant vital essences of the five great mothers and long life. In emanated Ujjana, Surya dwells with Dakinis, grant bliss, emptiness, mastery, fortune of profound mantra, Guru Sampanamna, where all lineage give strive. Grant awakening in one life, fortune of Mahamudra, in the sphere of self-display. Dwellings of peace and wrath, grant supreme and common power, city fulfilling calling. In 24 sacred sites, gather in its guidance, scattering liberating powers. Fortune of secret mantra, in Dharmaya's expanse, global lineage lords and kin. Enlightened acts increase through sages, mantra deity, in all taming Zoroaster. 12 Mahakala and court, grant subjugating city, fortune of enlightened act. Om Shri in Vaishravana Sabo, Prasavat Katsambala, who acts kindly for all beings. Master of life, merit, wealth, food and fortune with your court. Don't waver from your heart pledge. Think of us compassionately. Bring here all on life fortune. Bring here fortune of cattle, fortune of swift horses, and wealth of wish granting livestock. The fortune of fertile sheep, and of herd animals, fortune of goats and those best cattle, wealth of wish granting cows, bulls, mules to carry heavy loads of this good fortune. Here fortune of fine lovely silk, highly priced gold and silver, fertile soil and the 6 grains, precious gems and ornaments, food and drink of every kind. Bring them here as good fortune, Brahma's fortune from above. Gods go spirits, wealth, mid-reign, Nagas wishing gem below, 3 worlds, gods and humans, wealth. Bring them here as good fortune, Lupa goes body fortune, Zambuling's holy Dharma, Balam chose fortunate, wealth for minions, longevity, beings, life, strength, and merit. Of all lands grant their fortune, Indian kings religious might, Chinese kings all reaching force, Persian kings fortune and wealth, the army of King they saw, the courage of Ukar. As good fortune bring them here, fortune of the endless sky, fortune of the stable grounds, perfect wealth, food and clothing, rage and splendor, riches, strength, armor, weapons, miracle powers, monks who uphold the scriptures, fortune of brave and strong, beautiful and virtuous girls, pure offspring, please all of these, bring them here as good fortune, like sun and moon's eastern rise, eastern long life fortune, come like the swirling southern cloud, southern long life fortune, come like in shouting mist, western long life fortune, please come here, like a river flows northern, long Come like fortune, please come here, like rain falling from above. Up prolong like fortune, come. Saints rising below, lower long like fortune, come. Fortune of melodious praise. Come like turquoise dragons, roar, fortune of heart students line. Come like dazzling star garland, home tree, eastern Vajra Dakini. Bring life's fortune pacify, disease, demons, hindrances. Southern jewel Dakini. Bring resources, food, and wealth. Expand like merit riches. Western lotus Dakini. Summon power to take all beings, samsara and nirvana. Northern action Dakini. Bring the four enlightened acts. Annihilate injures evil. Wealth gods with your retinue. Bring here all the world's fortune. Bring auspicious objects here. Bring fortunate objects here. Always remain at this place and make these fortunes steadfast. Potent eyes like substances, and at this place protect wealth. Remain firm unchanging. Grant eternal life, city. Grant endless treasure, city. Grant wealth and merit, city. Grant to cities, let them be accomplished spontaneously. For city
Om Ahom. Three Kayas, Lama, deities of longevity, Dakinis of Uddiyana, and the assembly of wealth gods, please bestow the four empowerments upon me and other fortunate disciples. Being bestowed with the supreme form empowerment upon my body, may I attain the indestructible Vajra body. Being bestowed with the supreme speech empowerment upon my speech, may I attain the power of Brahma's 60 melodies. Being bestowed with the supreme mind empowerment upon my mind, may I attain power over the unborn simplicity. May I attain the essence Kaya empowerment, the ultimate empowerment that is the spontaneous presence of the three Kayas. May I attain the empowerment of the Guru's three Kayas, which causes the three poisons to manifest as the three Kayas. May I attain the empowerment of the long life deities of the five families, which causes the five poisons to manifest as the five aspects of primordial wisdom. May I attain the empowerment of the Dakinis of Uddiyana, by which the body of deathless primordial wisdom is obtained. May I attain the empowerment of white Sambala Yapyum, which effortlessly and spontaneously accomplishes ordinary and sublime cities. May I attain the empowerment of wealth gods and treasure lords, which perfects the abundance of food, wealth, and riches. May I attain the empowerment of Mahamudra, which liberates from samsara's pain. May I attain the empowerment of self-knowing Dharmakaya, which is the primordial purity of the delusional perceptions of unawareness. May I attain the empowerment of the great completion, which is the primordial purity of all phenomenon of samsara and nirvana. May I attain the empowerment of the great middle way, which naturally liberates the four extremes of eternalism and nihilism. May I attain the empowerment of the perfection of wisdom, which is inexpressible, being beyond words and thoughts. May I attain the empowerment of total openness, free from fixation, which naturally liberates dualistic propensities. May I attain the empowerment of immortal life, which is the unchanging expanse of awareness. May I attain the empowerment of awakening within one lifetime, which is the endless accumulation of merit. The Guru, who is the three Kayas, deities of longevity, dakinis of Uddiyana, and assembly of wealth gods, my own body, speech, and mind, this life, all solid and substantial matter, all these dissolve like clouds dissolving in the sky, or water pouring into water, without reference point into the all-pervasive open space of Ah. In a state of non-distraction, rest at ease. In the unborn basic space of phenomena, let go of everything. In a state of simplicity, remain free and open. Sealed with steadfastness. Samaya, seal, seal, seal. Om Hri, by this virtue of timelessness beyond the three times, may all beings be relieved from the suffering of poverty, hunger, and thirst, and may all wishes and enjoyments be fulfilled. At last, may they swiftly attain the most excellent state of the Master Padmasambhava and Amitabha in the Buddha field great bliss, and reach the ground of no return. Do the dedication prayer in the blue prayer book of Prayer to Kunten Sampo on page 40. Ho. Everything, appearance and existence, samsara and nirvana, has a single ground, yet two paths and two fruitions, and magically displays as awareness or unawareness. Through Kunten Sampo's prayer, may all beings become Buddhas, completely perfected in the abode of the Dharmadhatu. The ground of all is uncompounded, and the self-arising great expanse beyond expression has neither the name samsara nor nirvana. Realizing just this, you are a Buddha. Not realizing this, you are a being wandering in samsara. I pray that all you beings of the three realms may realize the true meaning of the inexpressible ground. I, Kunten Sampo, have realized the truth of this ground, free from cause and condition, which is just this self-arising awareness. It is unstained by outer expression and inner thought, affirmation, or denial, and is not defiled by the darkness of unmindfulness. Thus, this self-manifesting display is free from defects. I, Kunten Sampo, abide as intrinsic awareness. Even though the three realms were to be destroyed, there is no fear. There is no attachment to the five desirable qualities of sense objects. In self-arising consciousness free of thoughts, there is neither solid form nor the five poisons. In the unceasing clarity of awareness, singular in essence, there yet arises the display of the five wisdoms. From the ripening of these five wisdoms, the five original Buddha families emerge, and through the expanse of their wisdom, the 42 peaceful Buddhas appear. Through the arising power of the five wisdoms, the 60 wrathful Harukas manifest. Thus, the ground awareness is never mistaken or wrong. I, Kunten Sampo, am the original Buddha of all, and through this prayer of mine, may all you beings who wander in the three realms of samsara realize this self-arising awareness, and may your great wisdom spontaneously increase. My emanations will continuously manifest in billions of unimaginable ways, appearing in forms to help you beings who can be trained. Through my compassionate prayer, may all you beings who wander in the 3 realms of samsara escape from the 6 life forms. From the beginning, you beings are deluded because you do not recognize the awareness of the ground. Being thus unmindful of what occurs is delusion, the very state of unawareness and the cause of going astray. From this delusive state comes a sudden fainting away, and then a subtle consciousness of wavering fear. From that wavering, there arises a separation of self and the perception of others as enemies. Gradually, the tendency of separation strengthens, and from this, the circle of samsara begins. Then the emotions of the 5 poisons develop. The actions of these emotions are endless. You beings lack awareness because you are unmindful, and this is the basis of your going astray. Through my prayer, may all you beings recognize your intrinsic awareness. Innate unawareness means unmindfulness and distraction. Imputing unawareness means dualistic thoughts towards self and others. Both kinds of unawareness are the basis for the delusion of all beings. Through Gonden Sampo's prayer, may all you beings wandering in samsara clear away the dark fog of unmindfulness, clear away the clinging thoughts of duality. May you recognize your own intrinsic awareness. Dualistic thoughts create doubt from subtle attachment to this dualistic turn of mind. Dualistic tendencies become stronger and thicker. Food, wealth, clothes, home, and friends, the 5 objects of the senses, and your beloved family. All these things cause torment by creating longing and desire. These are all worldly delusions. The activities of grasping and clinging are endless. When the fruition of attachment ripens, you are born as a hungry ghost, tormented by coveting and desiring, miserable, starving, and thirsty. Through Gonden Sampo's prayer, may all you desirous and lustful beings who have attachments neither reject longing desires nor accept attachments to desires. Let your consciousness relax in its own natural state. Then your awareness will be able to hold its own. May you achieve the wisdom of perfect discernment. When external objects appear, the subtle consciousness of fear will arise. From this fear, the habit of anger becomes stronger and stronger. Finally, hostility comes, causing violence and murder. When the fruition of this anger ripens, you will suffer in hell by boiling and burning. Through Gonden Sampo's prayer, you beings of the 6 realms, when strong anger arises for you, neither reject nor accept it. Instead, relax in the natural state and achieve the wisdom of clarity. When your mind becomes full of pride, there will arise thoughts of competition and humiliation. As this pride becomes stronger and stronger, you will experience the suffering of quarrels and abuse. When the fruition of this karma ripens, you will be born in the God realms and experience the suffering of change and falling to lower rebirths. Through Gonden Sampo's prayer, may you beings who develop pride, let your consciousness relax in the natural state. Then your awareness will be able to hold its own. May you achieve the wisdom of equanimity. By increasing the habit of duality, by praising yourself and denigrating others, your competitive mind will lead you to jealousy and fighting, and you will be born in the jealous God realm where there is much killing and injury. From the result of that killing, you will fall into the hell realm. Through Gonden Sampo's prayer, when jealousy and competitive thoughts arise, do not grasp them as enemies. Just relax and ease, then consciousness can hold its own natural state. May you achieve the wisdom of unobstructed action. By being distracted, careless, and unmindful, you beings will become dull, foggy, and forgetful. By being unconscious and lazy, you will increase your ignorance, and the fruition of this ignorance will be to wander helplessly in the animal realm. Through Gonden Sampo's prayer, may you beings who have fallen into the dark pit of ignorance shine the light of mindfulness and thereby achieve wisdom free from thought. All you beings of the 3 realms are actually identical to Buddhas, the ground of all. But your misunderstanding of the ground causes you to go astray, so you act without aim. The 6 karmic actions are a delusion, like a dream. I am the primordial Buddha, here to train the 6 kinds of being through all my manifestations. Through Gonden Sampo's prayer, may all you beings, without exception, attain enlightenment in the state of Dharmadhatu. Aho! Hereafter, whenever a very powerful yogin, with his or her awareness radiant and free from delusion, recites this very powerful prayer, then all who hear it will achieve enlightenment within the 3 lifetimes. During a solar or lunar eclipse, during an earthquake, or when the earth rumbles, at the solstices or the new year, you should visualize Gonden Sampo And if you pray loudly so all can hear, the beings of the three realms will be gradually liberated from suffering through the prayer of the yogin and will finally achieve enlightenment.
Long life praying,
The yellow prayer book, we'll do the long life prayers on page 20. Page 26.
Tahidele to all who are joining on live streaming, and Tahidele, everybody who came here. May you have long life, Tahidele.
So first I want to thank Garchen Rinpoche for his unending guidance and love for us all, and for supporting this next 3-year retreat with his just all-pervasive love and wisdom. And I also want to thank Drupal Rinchen Dorje for taking on this next group of 3-year retreaters to guide them every step of the way, and with his diligence and commitment and compassion, it's really beautiful, and we're so grateful that he's willing to be the Drupan for this next 3-year retreat group.
Dene garchen bo chapjen garchen bo che dene tara sungchu tang tara de sobat so utina te tuji che dene chapjen garchen bo che samba da ninje tamje la dene cheme ba ta tama la ni da ban tuji che dene drupon chen dorje kong tara Lawson Samba Ketene Samba Re Be Lawson Samba Ke Tene Drupon Re Tene Konga Samba Tang Ninja Sama Be Tene Jisiran Tuji Ches.
And I also want to just thank everyone on the staff and our volunteer team for making it all the preparations necessary for this 3-year retreat. It's been a few years that we've been preparing for this, and so much has gone into it that you don't see. And then there's been the last couple of months of a major push to get it all to come together, and every door fixed, and every rat removed underneath a hut, and so forth. And so thank you to everyone who's contributed to that. Especially Elizabeth has done an enormous amount of work to get it all together. And then I also just want to thank everybody for coming, all the relatives and friends of all our 3-year retreaters for this auspicious send-off, for their really incredible act of virtue that will benefit all beings, as Rinpoche has said, and we profoundly rejoice in your commitment and practice, and understand that you're doing it for all of us. And so we really thank you, and we wish you all the blessings, and know that we all love you and support you every moment of every day of your 4 sessions. And you really have the whole Sangha's support behind you. Oh, sorry. You, maybe you don't need to translate. Do you want to translate? Okay. And so if anybody would... we'll all be breaking for lunch now, and if anybody wants to make offerings to the 3-year retreaters, please, you're welcome to do that on your own. Just approach each of them if you'd like. And I also want to thank the anonymous sponsor who is sponsored the lunch today for everybody. And so let's all go celebrate this giant act of virtue that our dear 5 3-year retreaters, we have Rosemary and Joe, and where is everybody? Kevin and Tasia and Grace. So that is the group that they'll be embarking together under the guidance of Drupan Rinchen Dorje. And we all wish you all the best, and Mahal.
Thank you. Everybody, thank you, long.